the Lurker and Ling force that the Zerg is able to push out early. So this is gonna be really interesting. I wouldn't say both players, the playing field is equaling out. I would say Leta was able to recover with his response with the fast expand, and he's gonna be able to hold it with this small force unless Kwanro can get a decent surround. But he has no lurkers yet, so that's going to prove for Kwanro to hold him back just a tad longer. His lurkers are now just morphing, and looks like Kwanro's just going to test the waters a little bit, and Leta's going to fortify his fast expand, and the playing field's going to equal out a little bit. This game's going to be really interesting.
It's definitely going to be really interesting. I mean, now that we've got 2 barracks pumping, it definitely looks like he's going SK Terran. I mean, because that would definitely be a good thing to what he's doing right now. He's probably leaving those Marines out so he could stem them just in case somebody's going to run up.
Exactly.
He's going to stem them and then put them into that bunker. So any amateurs out there, that's kind of a tip. You can actually stem not when they're in the bunker, but you can stem them and then throw them in the bunker real quick, and then their firing rate would be much more rapid.
Really, that's a new fact. I didn't even know that.
Yes, you can do that.
That's pretty sweet.
That's pretty intense.
Well, look at this. This is something, because Kwanro's forced Leta to scan his base, and then he's going to move in with lurkers, and he's going to have to force him to use the scan because he doesn't have any turrets up yet.
Right.
So this leaves Leta really vulnerable to an early lurker push, which Kwanro loves.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we've seen him take advantage of that.
This is the battle.
Times.
Yeah.
Could anything be happening? He's pulling back a little bit, but he doesn't want to rush in with those lurkers because they could pick him off pretty easily, especially with that amount of Marines.
And a fire bat.
Definitely a fire bat. I mean, he's got some medics. Let's see if the commentators go back here and see what we can see.
Hive. Early Hive.
Early Hive. Very early.
This is really early Hive. Looks like Kwanro wants to force late game tech early, because Kwanro feels that Leta's going to actually, the playing field's evening out. So I believe Kwanro wants to get that little bit of an advantage with the Hive tech. Come out with the Defilers, tons of Dark Swarm over those Marines and Medic, and really harass the crap out of Leta and put a ton of pressure on him, because Leta knows he's going to be gaining the advantage, because 2-base Zerg versus 2-base Terran, if you follow that rule, Terran's going to be ahead.
Definitely, all the time. I mean, the general rule, if I'm correct, you're supposed to be 2 bases ahead, or is it 1 base ahead when you play a Zerg?
When you play a Zerg versus Terran, you want to be at least 1 base ahead of the Terran.
That's what I've
2 base to be comfortable. And he's going to come in with another attack here. Oh, he almost lost some of his medic Marine force there. This is really smart by Kwanro to force the pressure.
They could get picked off. One got picked off. 2 were picked off.
Can he do it? Oh, Leta looks like he's going to come out on top of this battle. Plus his siege tank.
Yeah, we got to...
Kwanro sees it. He's swallowing hard.
Yeah, he's definitely... I mean, you see the look on his face. He was like, that's not good.
Definitely.
Yeah, so... I mean, now we've got scan at both bases now, so he will have an extra scan just in case he starts to run out at 1.
Exactly.
So, I mean, we see some more lurker coming up right there, so he's definitely doing a lot of lurkers now. Let's see what he's got. He's got Spire going up and a Defiler mound.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we will see some Defilers coming out to really try to take care of that the Marine Medic force. I mean, because, as you know, for anybody that doesn't know, anything that flies around, unless it's a complete melee attack, does not work in a Dark Swarm.
Exactly. All ranged attacks under Dark Swarm are null and void. So, and we saw Savior come up with some. He just masterfully came up with the Dark Swarm play. If you watched any of our other commentaries in the videos before this, I mentioned how Savior was just totally dominant in the past, and he actually revolutionized the Dark Swarm play and made it what it is today. And with those 2 lurkers on the ramp, it looks like Kwanro may be able to hold off this attack for just a minute, but with those siege tanks, it's going to shell those lurkers a little bit more with that scan. Yep, look for the scan. There it is.
Yep, he's probably going, unless he moves those lurkers, he's probably going to lose them, because he's doing a lot of damage to them right now. He's trying to get those Marines up the ramp, but it just ain't working out. We got a couple lurkers coming
up
in.
From the back.
Got a couple lurkers coming in, and he is not going to be able to unsiege in time, because that would be absolutely pointless. He is definitely going to lose that tank, as he just did. So we've got quite a few lurkers there. We've got about 6 lurkers sitting there right there, and that could potentially be very bad. We got some Nidus Canals coming up so that he can fortify his bases, just in case something crazy happens. Gets an unexpected attack.
Yeah, Kwanro smartly laid his base up. He anticipated this. He laid his second expo at the very top left, so that Leta would have to spread his army out, and he forced his late game tech to Nidus Canals in order so he can move his army more quickly to fortify that 3rd base, so that he could cement his lead above Leta. And he's just going to macro up and come up with a ton of lurkers, and we're going to see if Leta's going to be able to hold this off with his small force right now.
He's going to try to push up just a little bit with that tank so he can try to shell on those lurkers and push them back just a little farther. We've got a couple lurkers and lings in the back. What it looks like he's going to try to do if he pushes up, if the Terran pushes up. He's got a Science Vessel out now, so that is not good for the lurker play.
Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, it doesn't look like he has any Scourge running around, so that's not very good. Of course, with that Science Vessel protected by those Marines, Scourge aren't going to do a whole lot of damage anyway if he can get them in there. So now that lurker's about to get lost, and let's see if it goes down. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Kwanro's in a bit of trouble here if he can't take this out. Darkstorm goes down. Leta's going to be forced to pull back, but it looks like he may hold this attack.
And of course, those Scourge were taken out as I predicted.
Did you know that the Terran, to sustain a medic marine force, it's the highest APM in the game? Did you know that?
I did not know that. Because it requires stimming and moving.
It requires stimming, and SK Terran requires the highest APM, just simply because of the Science Vessel play and holding down the Marines and the medics, and if you have fire bats also. It looks like Kwanro's attack may be able to break the front, but with that Science Vessel radiating
we've got
his
some
units, it's going to hold him back a little bit longer. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it. That Darkstorm is going to go down any moment now. We'll have to see. Yeah,
there goes one.
There goes one. He's going to come up with. He's going to recast it. If he can push forward, this may cost Leta the game. It looks like Kwanro's going to take the advantage right now. He was able to hold his third and keep Leta contained to 2 bases. Leta's been unable to sneak a second expo in to really cement his lead. It looks like Kwanro's just being so aggressive right now. It looks like he's going to take the lead.
He needs to burrow that lurker.
Yeah.
And he's running back out because he's afraid of that scan going off. We had a dropship. We had a dropship with a few, well, what it looked like 1 Marine and 2 medics. Don't really know what was going on with that.
It was totally full.
Yeah, I'm sure it was full, so that'd be a really, really silly play if that were to happen. Looks like he's going to try to take out Scan. That would actually be a relatively smart play if he took out Scan for now, because that way he would be limited to 1.
Exactly.
And then he would be wasting those scans left and right, especially in that.
GG!
And there's
GG. Leta, GG.
GG. That's the game right there.
That's the game.
We do appreciate everyone watching this video. You can check out MySpace.com, Verona Valley Records. Of course, you can go to clanlg.tk, TeamLiquid.net, SC2GG, all those great websites. You guys have a great, absolutely great
GG
rest of your night, day, morning, whatever.
지구 출발한 건 다름없긴 없었어요. 그래도 한상봉이 어쨌거나 자기 자신의 스타일 그대로, 자기 자신의 어떤 본질적인 모습 그대로를 팬들에게 보여주면서 마지막 경기 승리로 장식한 것은 꽤나 값어치 있고 의미가 큰 일이었습니다.
그럼요. 이래야 한상봉이죠. 한상봉이 뭐 2패, 3패로 존재감도 없이 끝날 선수가 아니거든요.
네, 이미 8강행을 확정 지은 신나무 선수 이 한 경기에 위축될 필요는 없는 거고요. 물론 다 이기고 같이 갔으면 좋겠습니다만 다시 8강에서 좋은 모습 보여주면 되는 거죠.
네, 한상봉 마지막 경기 승리를 통해서 일종의 미를 거뒀고 다음 시즌에 더 좋은 업그레이드된 한상봉의 플레이를 기대해 보겠습니다.